wave those fingers at me. I don't like that whole countdown bullshit. Oh. Hey. This is I Like It Because You Hate It. I'm Dennis.
And I'm Jeremy. And I gave you the Wayne's World.
You did.
Before we started.
And it was really condescending for some reason. I didn't like you waving your fingers in my face.
It's because I went real deep in.
You're a fucking inch away from my face.
I went super deep with it. This is I Like It Because You Hate It.
Yeah, we said that.
We did. I just wanted to reiterate so that the 3 people listening knew. Have you checked the email? I haven't checked the email.
We can check it now.
Yeah.
No phones, but it's not Google.
All right, yeah. Check it real quick, because I have literally not checked it in 2 weeks. We probably have no.
I doubt anybody sent anything, and if it is, it's Joe.
Yeah. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email the podcast at ilikeitcauseyouthateit@gmail.com. Tell your friends about it. Like and subscribe. Rate our page. Thank you to St. G for rating our page last week.
It was appreciate that. Very nice. I couldn't get to my phone, so fuck it. I don't really care.
We'll check next week if there is, by some chance, some kind of message.
And we'll go through them.
Yeah. I doubt highly. But you know what? Fill it up. So another week has gone by.
Another rape week.
Yeah, not rape.
A lot of rape.
Let's be fair.
Sexual harassment.
Harassment and assault, which I think are important distinctions to make.
I mean, yeah. I guess it's a little different, but some of them were rape.
So, let's go down the line of these heinous accusations and what to make of them.
So let's start with
who do you want
Corey.
to start with?
I want to start with Corey Haim getting
Corey Haim
getting butt fucked by why can't I think of Charlie Sheen?
Hold on, that one was a statutory rape for sure.
He was 13.
Yeah, that's why I said it was a statutory rape.
Is it still statutory for the 13? I thought statutory.
Statutory is underage.
Okay.
It's consensual but underage sex.
Still, he's 13. He was 18 or 19?
Yeah. How old was... No, Sheen was older than that.
He was 18 or 19.
Okay, so he's 18 or 19, and he fucks... Is Haim the one that's still alive, or Haim's the dead one?
No, Haim's the dead one. Feldman's the one who
okay.
kind of
looks Feldman came out with the Feldman...
He didn't break the story. It was some other friend of this one, but everybody's been alluding to it for years. Feldman's the one who looks like a Muppet.
I know, yeah. And he's been recently saying, that he's gonna blow the lid off, because him and Haim, the 2 Coreys, were like straight up like, this industry is filled with pedophiles, and everybody was like, nah, you guys are on drugs or whatever.
How much of a dipshit was Feldman though? Oh, I'll give the names, but I want $10 million first, so I can finance a movie about it. Oh, shut the fuck up! Say the names, get them out of there.
When did he do that? I didn't hear that part of the story.
A week or 2 ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the names have been coming out despite him, kind of thing. Feldman's trying to make money off of it.
You know what? I don't blame him, because for literally, I do know this through my conspiracy corners. Through my conspiracy corners, he has been part of like there's a ring of like and this is all conspiracy bullshit, but there's a bunch of fucking like stars who are like supposedly trying to out these pedophiles in Hollywood to varying degrees of success.
But because they're Manchurian candidates, they're not allowed to speak. They freeze up.
No. Some of them had success. Like Tom DeLonge of Blink-182 exposed a massive child pedophilia ring. Like, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago.
I do not remember any of this.
Yeah, he helped the FBI. And he fucking... This is a true story, dude.
This sounds like bullshit.
I know it does.
This sounds like complete bullshit.
And the conspiracy surrounding the Soundgarden guy and the Linkin Park guy.
Like dying?
Yeah, how they killed themselves.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't really kill themselves. They were about to expose.
They're exposed.
They were about to expose a massive pedophile ring. Okay. So this is the kind of shit that you got to be very careful about. If you're trying to expose powerful people, fucking kids, you have to be super fucking careful. And look, I'm a conspiracy theorist in play, right? But the more pedophiles that come out, the more I think that the fucking pedophile conspiracy theories
might be true.
Might be true.
What's fucked up is, speaking of just having a bunch of money and a power and being able to hire people to either kill you or follow you, whatever. Harvey Weinstein had ex-Mossad agents working for him.
Yeah, there you go.
That were tracking a bunch of these starlets and finding like their family secrets and shit like that. Psychotic.
So this is why when people say, why don't these bitches come out sooner? Or why don't they name names? Or why didn't they do this or that? Because there's fucking Mossad agents waiting to take them out. You think these fucking burly fucking Israelis won't kill you for fun? They've been hunting Palestinians for years.
And Nazis. Yeah. And Nazis before that. They hunted everybody.
And these are my people. You know? So I can say with
shalom.
with pride and shame that like these guys are fucking badasses, but they are touched in the head and they have no qualms about taking lives.
They've been fucked over so many times. They're like, nope.
So I forgot about Sheen. He wasn't even one of the ones on my radar.
He was, yeah.
He's a fucking noted creep, right? But you thought he was a straight creep. You
thought.
Yeah. He turned out to be like.
I have so many AIDS jokes in my head that I'm just like, I'm holding back. Holding back.
He's just smoking rocks of crack and just
sharing needles.
He told Corey Haim, I guess, he's like, yeah, this is just, older dudes.
This is what we do in the business.
Yeah. Do we take care of you?
And then Haim said he was just completely cold to him after and refused to talk to him.
Yeah.
So, fuck him and chuck him kind of guy. He
got what he wanted. Maybe he had
AIDS.
Maybe he had a stinky butt. He didn't want to go back for seconds. It's fucked up. Charlie Sheen's obviously a scumbag. Here's so let's get.
Well, it's because his ex-wife too. What was her fucking name?
Denise Richards. Divorced him because she found a bunch of fucking kitty porn.
You saw him jacking a kitty porn.
Allegedly saw him jacking a kitty porn. And you're trying to tell me that these fucking child pedophilia cults in Hollywood...
What is it with Hollywood?
It's not just Hollywood, bro. It's in politics, too. This is what they do. They get dirt on each other, bro. You all gotta fuck a kid if you're in the highest echelons of power.
Shit.
All of them, they all fuck kids in front of each other. So that way it's like, yo, I got...
You can't say shit.
Yeah, you can't say shit.
Because I saw you do it, too.
Yeah, I saw you do it. You saw me do it. Now we're fucking bonded in this fucking... child sex cult.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucked up. I'm really getting freaked out because I started this conspiracy hole as a fucking joke. And now as this shit comes out, I'm like, fuck, I believe this. Like, I'm actually a conspiracy theorist.
What's fucked up is that people look to like celebrities as the beacons of all that was just and right for decades, especially politically.
Did they?
Yes. I mean, just look. I can't wait until something comes out on what the hell is the guy's name from ER and Clooney.
Okay, yeah, Clooney is that's fair. So,
I mean, everybody has dirt, but it's bad in Hollywood apparently.
I think that we have to look at each allegation on a case by case. So actually, no. You know what's fucked up? So let's go to another one of these allegations. George Takei.
Yeah.
He apparently...
Oh my.
He either grabbed somebody's dick or somebody's ass.
No, so what happened was the guy passed out. A lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, I'm glad that you have the full story.
So this model went over to his place in the 80s.
Okay.
Takei was in his 40s, mid-40s.
Yeah,
his kid was 18 or something.
Okay, so legal. We're in legal territory.
They were all drinking together. He passed out, drunk, woke up to Takei pulling down his pants.
Okay. Did he touch his dick?
I don't think so. I think he was just pulling his pants down and he woke up and stopped.
So this is this sexual assault? It's not harassment because sexual harassment is workplace thing,
He didn't
right?
put the dick in his mouth.
Right.
I think it becomes... Would that be rape?
Yeah, it's rape.
If the dick went in the mouth.
Yeah. I'm not trying... I'm actually, honestly, at this point in time, at this current second, I'm not trying to make a joke, but I don't understand the difference between, the line... What line is crossed between,
sexual
harassment?
Yeah.
Is harassment only a work thing? Or can you...
Or using your power? I don't get it anymore. It used to be kind of cut and dry.
See, using your power to get sex used to be just a thing. It used to be just a reason that you would get power. It used to be the primary reason why people would get power. But now it's it's like inappropriate or whatever.
I'm terrified to say anything wrong to anybody at this point for it to be construed as harassment.
I think that
because I think it's such a broad kind of stroke.
You don't have enough power or panache to.
But I'm just saying in general. Even if you're on the street, don't harass me. If I said like, "Hello, good madam," it's just like, "Oh, you're harassing." Like, oh shit.
Okay, see, so I think that some like. Maybe if you happen to catch a third-wave feminist on the street, and you would avoid her anyway because she'd have like one streak of purple hair and the rest of her head would be shaved.
The smell would kind of push me to the other side of the street.
And you were like, "Hey, how's it going?" She might be like,
"The armpit stinking hair."
She might be like, "You just raped me with your gaze or whatever."
Exactly, like those are terms. I would just
most normal women aren't gonna be like whatever if you say hi. But if you say hey sugar tits, that's off the table in 2017.
Well, sugar tits, the best thing I've ever heard somebody call somebody else was by Melly anti-Semite Gibson.
Oh, so here's
he called the cop sugar tits.
Yes. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna get into Mel Gibson here in a minute. Let me finish on George Takei though.
We have a lot to go through, actually. There's more.
Yeah,
we haven't even touched Louis C.K. yet.
So I don't want to get sidetracked. But with Takei, he puts out a statement saying, I don't think this happened, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
What I find hypocritical is that all these people that were quick to fucking burn down Spaceman's house, right? My boy Kevin Spacey, Creepygate Kevin Spacey, who is a creep for sure.
Yeah.
But nobody was there to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? But Takei, people like him, so they were like, "Oh man,
no." So Spacey was a serial harasser.
Yes. I'm saying when the first report came out. When it was just a 14-year-old.
Because it was everybody kind of knew about it beforehand about Spacey being a fucking psychotic creep. Where Takei has always had a. Wait, this guy is freaking squeaky clean.
All right, fine. When fucking Cosby came out and he was quailing the bitches all over the place, right?
I forgot about Cosby.
Yeah. From the minute Cosby's shit came out,
this is the best thing that ever happened to Cosby because Cosby is like, don't.
Yeah. Everybody was like, from the jump, fuck Cosby. Most people were, right?
Well, it's true. Why?
Yeah. I think that one broke down along racial lines. But eventually, everyone was like...
Then the 40th woman came out.
And everybody was like, all right, fuck Cosby.
At least 15 of those are true.
But what I'm saying is, with all these people, right, if they don't like you, they immediately take that, you have to believe victims, and if you even ask any kind of question about what this story is...
you cannot ask a question to a victim.
Right.
Now, which I find complete bullshit.
I do too. And that's why I think that Takei should be brushed with the same fucking brush that all these other motherfuckers are getting brushed with.
Crucified.
It's got to be a fair application.
Either
you believe the victims and you crucify all these motherfuckers, or you don't, or you question the victims and you let it go through the legal process. But you shouldn't pick and choose who you're going to vilify based on who you like.
I just hate, as you just said, vilify. I hate that you get vilified as just say a third party, just us saying something, would get vilified for saying, well, maybe it's not true.
For sure. So here's the thing.
What are you, victim blaming?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you, victim blaming?
No, I'm
just saying, it might not be true.
I agree with you. This podcast right now, if we had, like, people that we didn't know listen to it, right?
Or listeners.
If this shit got picked up, they would be like, we would be misogynistic in this conversation.
Yeah, of course.
Even asking for uniform application. Right.
Just because
fucked up.
You're not even allowed to ask a question anymore, which I find fucking ridiculous.
I think it's dumb too. I think that we should either...
Granted, I believe most of these cases.
I do too.
But there's some of them you're like,
I want to say I believe like 97% of them.
Yeah, but there's always a couple that you're like, come on. You're just fucking grasping at straws.
And the Takei might be in that 3% of like... But, man, it should be
What a weird
fair.
person to come out against, too. Like I said,
well, he's got a political run coming up.
Does he?
Yeah.
So maybe it's a different conspiracy. They don't want him to run because he has too much clout, so they put this guy to say something bad about him to ruin his political chances.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. So, all right, let's go to another one. This one is one... Do you want to do CK or do you want to go quasi-political for this next one?
Let's go CK because there's a lot. Because I used... Well, his comedy's great.
I'm not abandoning Louis C.K. because of that. So here's the thing, right? let's look at what he's accused to have done, right? Never touching anybody else, just jerking off into plants and shit, right?
In front of him.
In front of him.
Or his belly or something.
Yeah. Jerking off onto himself or onto a potted plant.
Which I find very weird.
The weirdest part about it was that he wouldn't, like, let him leave the room. Or he stood... I don't even think he didn't let him leave the room. He stood in front of the door, right?
So, I've been reading a lot of different things. A lot of times he asks these women, can I jerk off in front of you? But they think because he's a comedian, it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Yeah.
Isn't that consent?
Well, yeah, so hold on. So this is the interesting thing. If Louis C.K. is there with you, and he's like, hey, can I jerk off? And they're like, ha 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 ha, yeah, go for it. And he pulls out his dick and jerks off, right? And they're shocked that he's actually doing it, but they don't say, like, yo, can you stop jerking off, please?
They said they ran out of the room once he came. Once he busted his nut, they ran out of the room. You waited that long?
Yo, how fast is he? So
either he's coming within 30 seconds, which, impressive.
Maybe.
But,
I think when you're giving yourself an old fashioned,
yeah,
it's gonna take at least a couple of minutes.
It has to. He's not lubing up. He's not like wait a sec.
Well, he might be a dry guy. I'm a dry guy.
I'm a dry guy.
Yeah. So,
but regardless, it still takes you some time.
So
I found that like a couple of his. I mean, he admitted to all of it.
Yeah. Well,
he came out and admitted. And do you find that noble, or do you find it like? Because he didn't deny it.
So this was one of the things that I was going to get into with Gibson, right? The question is now, does this kill your career forever, or does it kill your career for a certain amount of time? Because they canceled all his shit, right?
Yeah, everything is canceled.
Mel Gibson had a serial history of bad behavior. He was out for 5 years, and he's back in now. He's back in a major motion picture.
I think it's way different. I think it's way different with Gibson because Gibson. So let's just talk about Gibson. He was so top tier kind of Hollywood guy, worth $1 billion roughly.
Yes,
had his own studio. And
he was higher than Spacey was.
Way higher, like echelons higher.
And Spacey's an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but that just shows how much pull.
He was orbiting around Weinstein levels.
He was Weinstein level. I would say he was probably Weinstein level.
I wouldn't say he was as high as Weinstein, but he was in the stratosphere.
He was up there. Yeah. He was definitely up there. So he had enough money to, once he got kicked out of Hollywood, oh, well, fuck you, I'm going to make my own movies anyway. And he made awesome movies like Apocalypto and The Passion of the Christ.
This was
without any backing of major fucking...
This was when he got kicked out the first time, bro. He's been kicked out of Hollywood multiple times and let back in.
He's Teflon.
And so he comes back.
He's an anti-Semite. He's a scumbag. And do you remember his tapes? His tapes were some of the funniest fucking things. Yeah. You were supposed to blow me before the jacuzzi. Yeah. One of the funniest fucking lines I've ever heard in my life. And it was from...
Didn't he say, I hope you get raped by a pack of N-words?
Pack of... yes.
Yeah. So...
He was just so... He had some of like the best quotes because they're so psychotic that I've ever heard.
He's an insane
You were supposed to blow me before the jacuzzi. And he was going like... He
sounds like an animal. But now he's in Daddy's Home 2. So the penalty for him was 5 years.
Daddy's Home is fucking... No, you're mixing up movies. Daddy's Home was supposed to be Louis C.K.'s movie.
No.
Yes.
No. That's I Love You, Daddy.
Oh. Okay, you're right.
Daddy's Home 2 is the Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell sequel to Daddy's Home.
Okay. I never watched the first one. So.
Yeah, I didn't either. But apparently it was pretty funny. And so now they made a sequel where the daddies are in the mix. So John Lithgow and Mel Gibson are here. So now Mel Gibson is back in a major Hollywood picture. That's going to make
That's not financed by himself.
Yeah. So so for CK, you know what? Honestly, what I see is he takes...
So he did the smart thing of coming out and saying, yes, I did it. I need to be I can't even say the word. Fuck it. I have to come clean. I need help. And he's doing it the right way. He'll come back. He's too funny of a guy not to.
He'll be back in a year or two.
Yeah, for sure. He's still going to do stand-up in New York. He's not going to get...
Yeah, so...
He's going to do podcasts, I guarantee.
So this is how he'll get back in. he'll disappear off the face of the earth for a little while. He'll go dark, right?
Yeah.
And then I would say it depends on how low people want to see him brought. I couldn't see him out for. Well, I would say in a year, what he does is, you'll see a blurb. Louis C.K. is doing.
He's got to enter sex rehab first. That's what they're going to make him do.
Yeah,
to pay his price.
Sure.
To pay his price, he's got to go to sex therapy or sex fucking rehab.
Some kind of therapy.
Yeah.
And there'll be a blurb you'll see on Facebook or BuzzFeed or whatever. Louis C.K. is doing some limited sets in New York and L.A.
Well, he's going to start that within a couple weeks. I guarantee.
No, I'm saying he's going dark for a while.
I would say a year for that. I think he's going to start doing sets within, I would say 4 months.
Okay, so we'll see what happens.
Because he lives in New York. He's going to do fucking the Comedy Cellar, all those
places.
Does
he do a set about this? What I'm saying is his downfall. Does he?
Oh, yes.
Does he do a... Because he's been brutally honest. He did... Did you listen to his last... Or watch his last stand-up comedy?
All, yeah.
I've watched them all, too. And his last one, he basically said, like, he would probably be gay, but he's too old to suck a dick.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to go down that road. Right? So he's, like, brutally honest with, like, who he is as a person.
He has to own it.
Yeah.
He has to own it.
I feel like...
It's his scarlet letter. It's there. He's going to have to...
I feel like if he owns it and he says, like, yeah, this is something I used to do. It was fucked up. I kind of thought they were into it, but the fact that they maybe weren't was kind of part of the thrill.
I used my power to... What's fucked up is he didn't have power in 2002 when a lot of this came out.
Here's the thing, man.
What, his Pootie Tang money?
I feel like the power thing is kind of fucked up. I'm not ready to admit that. I don't think you should use your power inappropriately, but just because you're a powerful person doesn't mean
the
you
things
can't.
You do are inappropriate. Like a lot of you can't even hit on a girl if you're a powerful man now.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. If you're a powerful person, that doesn't.
Can you hit on women anymore?
If you're a powerful person, or if you're just a person.
Just period.
Yeah, you can in normal places.
Like,
sure.
Thank God I'm in a relationship because it just seems so fucking difficult to date.
I think that it's blown out of proportion, and that most people are like fucking. Most people are normal, well-adjusted people who know how to like read cues and like if you're at a bar, you can
not
flirt
everything
with
is
somebody.
malicious.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. I think that gets
it's not doing
so another thing that I think gets swept up in this whole thing is that the internet and social media amplify. It's everything. So like the voices that are not present. Think about it.
Let's talk about a sexual harasser, the President Kennedy, who fucking told, I can't remember her name, basically an intern to blow his brother because he wants it in the pool.
Yeah.
And she did.
Yeah, she was down.
She has some weird name. I can't remember it, but
what I'm saying is the internet, like, is an echo chamber for the best and worst things.
Nobody knew about it until the internet existed.
Yeah. So you hear this vocal minority of people who get worked up about whatever issue, right? And maybe there are that many people in the world that are pissed off about these things, but most people are pretty chill and, like, they're not going to scream harassment if you buy them a drink at a bar, as long as you're not a fucking creep about it.
You can't.
I don't think you can be.
Do you think you can even say to a woman, "Oh, you look beautiful today"?
In what context?
Like, say you're at a work party.
Work party or work?
Work party.
You're at an office party.
Yes, and you say, "Oh, you look beautiful today."
Yeah.
You think that's reasonable?
How do you know? How well do you know her?
Or is it, "Yo, you look beautiful today"?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's way too long in the eyes.
So I don't feel comfortable with this because I try not to talk to my coworkers at all.
Oh, no, me either. When I'm at work, I'm just, whatever.
So it would be weird coming from me if I've never spoken to you before.
it was some shop guy.
I'm literally the guy that walks around with headphones on and nobody knows, like my personality here
is way different than saying.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I keep my work life reserved. I don't want to be friends with any of them, and I just kind of
I don't. I'm not going to hang out with anybody from work.
I want to go in, do my shit, and get out of there.
Yep.
And part of it's probably because everybody that I work with is like 35 to
so your
30
age?
to 35. No, 30 to 35 years older than me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I don't have anything in common with these baby boomers. I don't like baby boomers. I don't want to talk to baby boomers. So,
millennials are bust, man.
Yeah, look, I'm a millennial. I identify with millennials. I don't want anything to do.
I'm going to spit up a copy of your face.
You're a millennial too, you fucking dick.
But the fact you said I identify with millennials.
I do, man.
Made me giggle.
Yeah, because the fucking... Just like boomers hate millennials, but like other boomers, even though boomers are fucking terrible.
Awful. They're just awful.
They are the worst. Look, no offense, because I know we have a couple of boomers that listen, but like, I like a couple of y'all.
How do you think they're considered boomers?
Joe's a boomer.
No.
Joe is a boomer.
No, he'd be
Joe is a boomer.
Would he be?
Yes, Joe is definitely a boomer.
His parents were old enough to be in World War II?
It's the age range. He's a late boomer.
Oh, these are stinky.
Oh, thanks.
Enjoy.
He's a late boomer, but he's a boomer. Anyway, we're getting way off topic.
So, back to CK.
So, CK will be back in...
A year.
And he'll if he's smart, he'll do a comedy set about it.
A special. Somebody's gonna freaking do it. It's just...
And he'll be back.
He's too funny of a guy.
I'm slightly disappointed because I was kind of into his take on a Woody Allen movie.
Yeah.
Well,
you can still see the movie.
Can you? Because it got canceled everywhere.
It got canceled from theaters.
Yeah.
That means it's going to come out to direct to Blu-ray quicker.
He's going to put it out on his site and still make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Because that's how we did Horace and Pete, and that's how we did... like a couple of his specials, you know. So I think there's enough people like me who are interested to see the art that Louis C.K. creates that, you know, whatever. So now I want to get to one where this is buck wild. Okay. I'm gonna skip the music one because we've already gone on this long, but I don't
even remember the music one. That's such a non-issue to me.
That's fine. So I want to talk about. I believe his name is...
a rock star sexually harass somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's like what...
That's par for the course.
Literally why people become rock stars.
Yeah.
Literally why people become rock stars.
Don't go near them. You should understand.
You should not be surprised that a rock star is a creep. Real quick, Jesse Lacey of my tied for favorite band, Brand New. Brand New and Modest Mouse are my two favorite bands. They both have lead singers with a history of
sexual harassment.
And it came out that in like 2005, there was some 15-year-old chick, and he was talking to her on AIM, as scene kids are known to do, and got her to take a bunch of like nude photos, and then said like, "I'm not gonna fuck you till you're 19. I'm just gonna string you along." And I guess then when she turned 19, he fucked her. And you know what, dude? If you listen to the lyrics of any Brand New song, right?
He's fucking kids.
No, this is not a surprise.
Well, that is kiddie porn then.
Yeah, I guess technically it is. I don't know how old he was during this.
He's older than 18. It's kiddie porn.
I don't know if he was at this point. He's maybe he was. Maybe he was right around 18. Or maybe it was...
Why did you make her wait till 19 instead of 18? There's the normal route.
I don't know, because he's a fucking weird emo dude, bro. I don't know.
Fuck him anyway.
I just know that they've been putting out albums. Their first album came out when I was in 9th or 10th grade, and I've been listening to them since then, and they are right around my same age, so he may or may not have been
that
legal.
Age. Gotcha.
Well, he had to have been, because if he was like
touring.
16 or 17...
He wasn't touring.
If he was 16 or 17 and he was talking to this chick on AIM, he would have fucked her if she was 15.
Exactly.
So he had to. So whatever. But if you listen to the lyrics of any Brand New song, and they are one of my favorite bands on the planet.
Ugh.
Yeah, they make really, really good music, bro. You should listen to science fiction.
Get back to your fucking point.
Okay. So now we come to, I believe his name is Roy Moore in Alabama. Is it Roy Moore? I think it's Roy Moore. Roy Moore in Alabama, he's running for Senate, right?
I didn't hear about this one.
So he is a federal judge who's running, a twice disbarred federal judge running for Senate. He has got Donald Trump's nomination. He's a Republican. It came out, a bunch of reporting came out, right, that like 6 or 7 girls between the ages of 12 and 18, he was having like anywhere from like kissing to fucking them.
Oh, I did. I
taking
heard
them
a blurb
home.
about this.
Yeah, taking them home from church because
in
he was
the
a church.
80s, right?
Yeah. Taking them home from church because he was a church leader, right? He would take these girls home. The 12-year-old described it like, I couldn't believe that this pillar of the community, this man, he actually took an interest in me, and I guess he just made out with her or whatever. So all this shit comes out. All these girls, they don't come in together.
Mindhunter, tickling feet.
Yeah, they come in separately, right? They all come in separately with their stories. It's posted. It's published by the Washington Post with named and verified sources, so you know it's not some fake news shit.
Yeah.
Roy Moore comes out and he's like,
fake news.
Yeah, his defense is he waffles between, man, that's some old shit and that's some fake shit, right? and the people of Alabama are like, yeah, man, that's some old shit, bro.
There's on the field.
Yeah. They're like,
well, it's Alabama, so I'm pretty sure the age of consent's like 14 there.
So what I want to know is these. So the way that it's working for politicians, right, is that they just go
fake news.
Nah, it's fucking fake, bro. And they're like,
CNN really fucked people over with that, huh?
And they're like, we got pictures of you doing it. Fucking Photoshop, man.
Bro.
Anybody could do that. You want to give me a picture of you smiling, I have a dick in your mouth in half an hour, bro. That's some fake news shit. Then they're like, well, we got this video. Video? You know what you can do with CGI these days? If you're like CGI? Really like into discrediting someone?
Did you see, what the fuck is that? Independence Day? That was 2001. Can you only imagine what they do now with CGI?
They're doing all sorts of shit. It doesn't even matter.
They blew up the White House in 2001. What do you think they could do in 2017?
Well, we've got you quoted saying this. Hold on a second. You're trying to tell me you can't take snippets of other conversations I've had and stitch them together?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. So that's basically his strategy.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news or that's some old shit. That's some old shit, man.
Some old shit.
That's some old shit, dude. Everybody was kissing kids in the 80s.
Just shows how different the country is.
Yeah.
If you go coast to either coast, you're all right, but the in between, it's a little different. It's a little different down there.
To be fair to Republicans, the Republicans are split. Half of them are like, this motherfucker needs to go.
Yeah.
And I'm talking nationally, not in Alabama. In Alabama, they seem to be rallying behind him.
Oh my god.
But nationally, they're like, he needs to go. And the other half are like, that's some old shit, man.
That's some old shit. It was the 80s. It was different. You could fuck a 12-year-old and you'd be fine.
So what I want to know is, this strategy worked for our president, right? He got some sexual...
Also, a lot of the fake news stuff was fake. That they fucked. CNN dropped the ball.
Sure. Some of that shit was fake. He came out on film with Billy Bush talking about sexually...
I don't know that. I don't think that was... I still think... I'm not a Trump fan.
Yeah.
But I still think that is just locker room talk.
Okay.
That is just fucking...
So was he telling the truth or not?
He never grabbed a girl by the fucking box. He was just saying that if you have...
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about when he's like, I came up on her like a bitch, and I just started making out with her, and she wasn't into it, but like, so I bought her some furniture.
I don't remember that. I just thought
that was all part of the thing. And then he's like, oh, when you're famous, you can do anything. You can grab him by the pussy. That part is crass, but it is locker room talk. I get that part. Yeah. What I'm talking about is the part before where he alleges to have thrown himself on a woman, made out with her when she didn't like it, bought her some furniture together to shut up. Yo, all Louis C.K. did was jerk off into a plant.
And one girl said no.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I know I'm fucked up, and stop.
Yeah. So
I took his movie away. Oh yeah, that's fucked up. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and there's also like he's been to court because like underage women have accused him of shit. Our president. So he got away with it. He was like, that's some fake news, and he was like, and you know what? It's some old shit, man.
It's some old shit.
So what I want to know is, do these Hollywood celebrities need to take a page from Republicans?
Trump? Yeah. From Trump himself. Yo, this is fake news, man. Spacey. It's fake news.
if the spaceman was like, that's fake news, right?
The kid from Road Trip is lying.
And everybody's coming out
alleging... that was him, right?
Yeah.
It was the kid from Road Trip.
And everybody's coming out and alleging blah, blah, blah. And every time it comes out, Spacey's like, nah, that's fake news. They're just trying to vilify me because I'm gay.
CGI, bro. Look what they did to my face in this new movie that's not coming out now.
Yeah, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Oh, he said, she said. Do they have any proof of this happening? If this is what Spaceman did, right? Would he still have House of Cards?
Yeah, probably. Let's be honest. Like, completely honest, I think he still would if he came out. Well, he did deny it, didn't he?
No.
He still hasn't come out and denied it?
That's the problem.
Maybe PR-wise. It's just the current state of things is different, too.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is...
Maybe a year ago, he doesn't lose a show.
I'm saying now. I'm saying even now. If you look at the dudes who have been brought down by this, right? Yep. All of them have admitted or have at least said, if I did this, I'm sorry.
If I did? That's an O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah, totally.
If I did it.
I don't remember doing it, but if it happened, I deeply apologize. The difference with Roy Moore and Donald Trump is they went super offensive. Yeah. They went on the offensive. And they were like, nah, that's some fake shit.
That's some fake news.
Fuck that. I didn't do that shit. And I don't care what you show me. Show me a video. Show me a picture. Get fucking 30 people to come back to back.
Denying shit when the evidence is in your phrases.
That's the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me. I saw you fucking in the corner. It wasn't me. That's all it... But it seems...
The Shaggy defense.
It really is the Shaggy defense. And it seems
who's talking about Shaggy in the past 10 years? sorry, 15 years.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. And that will be the name of this episode, The Shaggy Defense.
The Shaggy Defense. What I want to know is, how far can you take this in real life? If my wife is getting on my case about something, you didn't take out the trash, right? And I just say, no. I say, that's fake news. I took out the trash. I took out the trash, right? And she's like, no, the trash. Look right there.
There's no evidence. There's no evidence.
I said that could be new trash. That's new trash. How do I know you didn't fill that up? I took out the trash.
That's old shit.
Yeah, and then she goes, look in the trash bin. There's no trash in the bin. How do I know somebody didn't steal our trash? I took out the trash. Can you do this?
Somebody placed that trash there.
Yeah. Fake news.
Can you do this? No.
You don't think this, if you commit to it.
If you do it at any job, as the plebeians that we are, you're getting fired.
But if I commit to it. I actually did try this out at work, right? Because I left a jam in the printer and walked away from it. And then somebody came up to me and was like, did you leave the printer jammed?
Now, Jeremy, did you leave the... I bet it sounded like that.
Yeah, kind of. And I was like, nah, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Right? And they're like, oh, but, I saw you up by the printer. I was like, it worked when I was there. And they're like,
they know you're lying.
They know that I'm lying.
They know, but they're not gonna, they don't have the balls to call you out on it.
And they're like, so it worked when you walked away? I said, yeah, I got my copies and it worked just fine. And they're like, oh, because it's jammed now. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Right? And so then they come back a little while later. They have cleared the jam. Yeah. And they have a piece of half-printed paper.
That wasn't anything. Did they call you on this?
Yeah, and so the lady was like...
Oh, it was a lady.
Yeah. She goes, I know you said that the printer was working when you left, but isn't this yours? I said, well, it looks like mine, but what probably happened was that the printer printed out an extra one after I left. Because I got all of my copies and it worked just fine and it didn't say anything about a jam. And then I just stared her down. And she looked at me, and she looked at the paper, and I kept a straight face, and she was like, I mean, I guess that could have happened. And she walked away.
Holy shit.
So
that's not...
This has empowered me.
That's just... I don't know if that's... You're doing the fake news thing. I think you're just a sociopath. I think there's a big difference. Is that you're a fucking compulsive liar and a sociopath that wanted to fuck with a woman.
I wanted to see if I could pull this off. I wanted to see if I could make it work.
No. No. You cannot justify it like that because I believe you would have done that regardless of the fucking current state of things.
No, I'm not talking about that. This is before I came up with the Shaggy defense. What I'm saying is, I just did that at work because I wanted to see if I could get away with it. I wanted to see, how
you're a sociopath. Gotcha. And now you're more confident, like in Mindhunter.
Yeah.
You're more confident now because you passed the fucking lie detector.
That's a good segue. That is a good segue. So right now we're going to talk about Mindhunter.
How much do we have enough time to talk about?
Yeah, we still got 20 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
So, we're going to talk about Mindhunter. If you haven't seen the show, spoilers.
Yeah, a lot of spoilers. Awesome show. Watch the show.
Definitely watch the show. Spoilers coming in 5, 4, 3, 2. Fucking Mindhunter, man.
Amazing.
Very good.
Loved it. Loved the show.
Yes.
I thought the person they got as the was it the co-ed? Not the co-ed killer. He was nuts. But the big guy.
Ed Kemper.
Ed Kemper was amazing.
Yes.
The guy they picked for Ed Kemper was amazing. And if you don't know who Ed Kemper is, he was a serial killer. Decapitated a bunch of wayward women. They were hitchhiking.
Yeah, hitchhikers and shit like that.
Decapitated their heads. Would fuck the severed head. Would fuck the body. Fuck the windpipe. And then fuck the entrails.
Yeah, he was fucked.
He was fucked up. I was reading about him after because I wanted to learn more to see what he actually looked like. And the fucking actor was spot on. So really fucked up on the head. But we'll give a quick rundown of the show. It basically follows an FBI behavioral not scientist, but
so he's an FBI agent who works for the who was
sciences.
Initially a hostage negotiator who starts working for the behavioral science unit. Now, I was reading about the show afterwards. This is based on a true story.
Yeah, no, everything in there was true.
Well,
a lot of it. I mean, there's liberties taken with any kind of show.
They didn't use the real names of the guys because they wanted to kind of fantasy up their personal lives.
Yeah.
So most of the case study shit is true.
Yes, in a lot of the
even the cases that they solve along the way are true.
A lot of the conversation between them, the agents and the serial killers, is on tape in real life.
So the thing that I thought was interesting is that the techniques that they develop is basically what is used today to catch serial killers.
Yeah. Yep.
So it was super cutting edge work. And
came up with the term serial killer.
Yeah. I kind of liked sequence killer. Is that what they were using at first?
But sequence is different. They had and they're all encompassing serial killers.
So Holden Ford is
the main character,
the main guy. I really like this actor's weird portrayal of him.
His autistic stare.
I wouldn't say he doesn't seem autistic to me. He seems more like a sociopath.
He could be. I mean, there's a lot of high-ranking sociopaths in this world.
He's very detached and
You're a low-ranking sociopath.
I am. He's almost callous in a way. I loved the scene where he broke up with his girlfriend.
Because I hated the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Holy shit, do I find her awful.
She was not a great actress.
Awful actress. Can't stand the way she spoke in it. The other female actress was awesome. The other scientist that worked with her. Yeah, she was great.
She was great.
But she was also on one of my favorite shows, Fringe.
I've never seen that.
Oh,
never even heard of it.
Loved Fringe. It's a nerdy sci-fi kind of show. It came out a few years ago. J.J. Abrams show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was really good. But when... Excuse me. Wow. When he broke up with her, or when they broke up...
And he broke down exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to tell him that they were breaking up.
Yeah, I was like, that's badass. Yeah. I thought that they were going to go the pregnancy angle when she said her feet were getting bigger in the foot shop.
That makes sense. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah. I didn't particularly like her that much.
I thought she was too robotic. She was awful. She was the worst part of the show by far.
I wouldn't go that far. Well, my wife watched the show with me. She agrees with you. Sarah did not her. She hated the interaction between them.
She was robotic. She was just brutally bad.
Did Kim watch this with you?
Yes. We watched all of them together.
Yep. What was her take on it?
She didn't like it either.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty.
You know what I did like? What I was there for, that kind of broke down towards the end of the season, was the buddy cop relationship between Tench and Holden.
Yeah. It definitely broke down towards the end.
Because Holden was getting kind of cocky. Yeah.
getting a little too cocky, and the old grizzled vet wasn't listening to him anymore, wanted to believe himself, but we all know
they both were breaking down because Tench was not, he didn't have the stomach to do the work anymore, and Holden had too much stomach.
Too much stomach, didn't care, just wanted to. But what's really fucked up is Holden's really only friend is a serial killer, Kemper.
Did you think Kemper was going to kill him at the end?
No, I think I thought throughout the show he's too close with Holden. He believes they are kind of friends.
Does he?
Yes.
Because he's like, I could kill
and he
you.
Didn't kill. He never killed a guy.
You could be one of my spirit friends.
He only
and then
killed
he hugged him.
Yeah.
What was up with that? That was not a loving hug.
That was a loving hug. That was the first real thing you've ever said, or the first true thing you said, and then hugged him. Loving hug. I think that Kemper loves fucking Holden as like a friend, like a bro love.
And
I think Holden is slowly realizing, I think part of his panic attack was...
it was a panic attack or an anxiety attack.
Anxiety attack. Yeah. Whatever the panic attack was, it was the fact that he realized, oh shit, my life is crumbling, my only friend is a fucking serial killer.
What direction do they go? Because a big part of the season 1 was the intro, was the like...
BTK killer.
Yeah, it was, I called that...
Second I saw him.
Yeah, almost right away.
Yep.
I would, but there's no possible way.
Who looks strangely a lot like Kim's family member.
Oh, nice. Like down to the mustache?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. She called it and texted her sister.
They can't go after the BTK killer in this show.
Because he got caught in the 90s, right?
No, he got caught in 2005.
Was it that long?
Yes.
I thought it was the 90s.
Holy no.
Shit.
He was killing in the 70s, killing in the 80s, killing in the 90s, takes a break, right? Decides not to kill anymore. That's why you see him burning all his shit at the end of it. Right?
Oh, so he figured out he didn't want to...
No, he took frequent breaks. He took like 10...
Until the urge came back.
Yeah. So the urge comes back. He's stalking out his next victim in 2004.
Holy shit.
2005 comes. He's getting ready to start...
Did he stalk him for a year?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He would stalk them for a year. He would break into their house and stay in their house alone. And then when they were like coming home, he would leave.
I like how they did the first one, where they did. He didn't murder this woman. She was supposed to come home at a certain time. She didn't. He left a note saying, "You got lucky. I didn't kill you. I was here."
That happened in real life.
Yeah.
He got crazy. He was super pissed that this chick stayed out late with her friends.
Yeah.
And because he had planned to kill her, and then because she didn't come home on time, he didn't do it, and he was like,
drink her water, fucking.
Yeah, he was really, really, really upset about that.
Like, fucking super psychotic,
upset. Man. Yeah, but so he was getting ready to kill again in 2005, and the police caught him, and that's when he admitted that, like, oh, I've been doing this for years and years.
Jesus Christ. And so,
BTK is a fucking animal, dude.
Yeah.
He killed a whole family. His first kills was a family of 4.
Holy shit. Find, torture, kill.
Mm-hmm.
And Kemper, the only reason you caught me is because I gave myself up. He had an IQ of like $140 too.
Most of these guys are like very intelligent.
It was a fine line between intelligence and psychosis.
What did you think about that? So you mentioned it briefly. What did you think about the tickler?
yeah, the foot tickler. Scumbag too. He needed to go. I didn't feel bad about him going at all.
Me and my wife were talking about this, and we're like, in 2017, that shit does not fly for a second.
I said the same thing. I said that the guy would have been gone in a millisecond. And today,
some dude tickles my fucking kid's foot.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is.
And I tell him to stop, and he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm hurting him.
Yeah,
I said that to Kim, too. I'm like, I would murder the guy.
Yeah.
Stop tickling my fucking kid's feet, you creep.
Yeah.
You're giving him money after?
That's some creep shit.
Yeah. Now, that guy needed to go, and the wife come into the house, I would have told her to fuck off in a second.
Yeah, I would have been like, hey, bitch, you fucking...
Creep
Your husband's a creep who tickles kids' feet and gives them money for it.
And what the fuck was the deal with the girlfriend? Would you like to come in? No, you're not allowed in my house.
Yeah, what are you doing inviting this chick into my house? His girlfriend was cheating on him. Yeah, she was cheating on him.
Yeah.
Sarah was super pissed when she saw that.
Really?
Yeah, because she didn't like her already to begin with, and she's like, "Oh, that cheating bitch." She got mad when Holden got back with her.
I was pretty pissed too. Like, come on. Well, mostly because I hated the actress. Couldn't stand her. Fucking wooden.
What did you think of the shoe guy?
Oh, jerking off into the stiletto?
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. And that's when his partner, what's his name? The partner again? Holden and
Tench.
Tench couldn't stand it.
That's when Tench was
Holden
like,
was doing.
yeah,
Tench was out.
Tench was out. But Holden comes back, and he's got that fucking brilliant... How do you think that guy did it, if you have to guess? You know?
Yeah, where he was talking in...
And the other guy knew what was going on. I think he knew,
But
too.
he wasn't admitting.
Yeah. But
still
since he wasn't admitting it...
Yeah.
So that was, I don't know, that show was fantastic. I really liked it.
It really was.
Everybody's been talking about Stranger Things, and I haven't seen either of the seasons.
I'll tell you this much, I liked Mindhunter more.
Than Stranger Things?
Yeah, I liked Stranger Things. Different. Definitely different, but I thought Mindhunter was better done.
Should I watch Stranger Things?
Yes.
Season 1.
Season 1. Season 1 is better than 2. But
I haven't seen any of Stranger Things. Should I watch it?
Definitely. It's a well done, goofy, nerdy, right up your alley.
Really? Because I'm more of a jock.
Yeah, you're suave.
A suave jock.
Yeah.
Goofy and nerdy are not typically adjectives used to describe me. Handsome, filled with machismo. Those are more Can you have a machismo in 2017 anymore?
No, because that is part of sexual harassment.
This is what bothers me that
ask any Brazilian; they're all machismo.
Oh, they have so much machismo. In Brazil, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different in different countries. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You can definitely have machismo.
Yeah, you could tickle feet in Brazil. Still.
Yeah, but you wouldn't because
there'd be 30 guys beating you up.
Yeah,
because of it.
But you can have that swagger in Brazil. Even in Portugal, I've been to Portugal. You can have that swagger in Portugal.
Spain.
Yeah, I lived in Spain. You can definitely have that swagger in Spain, that machismo. Yeah. That is very much expected of their men.
Not now.
It is not expected of American men anymore.
Not now.
They want a docile American man.
No, they really want a neutered man.
Which, to some extent, I don't think dudes should be creepy to chicks, right? But you should still be able to have that. You should be able to drip a little bit of machismo.
You should be able to jerk off in front of them into a room.
I'm not going that far. But I just mourn the death of the Razor Ramon in American society.
Oh, gone.
We'll never have another Razor Ramon.
No, slick back, greased hair.
Yeah. Toothpick.
We'll never have another X-Pac.
Yeah.
You can never say suck it to people.
You can't say suck it.
Yeah.
You can't. Because people will construe that sexually.
Yeah.
That's not
what
sexual.
Are you, a homophobe?
Yeah. That's not you can't say cocksucker.
I know.
Look, I am sorry. That has nothing to do with straightness or gayness, because both straight and gay people can
neither
suck
did me saying faggot for my whole life. Cocksucker, faggot were just things you say to your friend when they're being douchebags.
Yeah. That's going away.
I can't call them douchebags anymore, bro.
You can't even say douchebag.
But
you're not supposed to say retarded.
Oh, so retarded.
That is retarded. I'm not
stopping.
I got kids with special needs.
But I still say
retarded.
I still say Indian style when I sit down.
I say crisscross applesauce. I bought into that one. Because I like the way.
But cocksucker, I
gotta say cocksucker.
No, what blows my mind is I kind of had a epiphany about myself. Is that I'm a fucking dinosaur. Comparatively, I'm on the wrong side of history. I think it's finally coming to my head that everybody. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just fucking out of touch.
I have been feeling that way lately.
I just feel like
my place in this world.
Exactly.
And I've kind of come to terms with it. Is that I'm 32 years old. Like,
am I turning into my grandfather?
I'm not turning into my grandfather. I don't think you are either. But I think that we were raised a certain way, and we're mostly set in those ways by this point.
Completely,
we can change a few things here or there,
but
our core, our deep core value systems and ethical beliefs are kind of set.
And then I just see where it should be. So, like, where I would be called just a fucking bigot or a homophobe for what, and I'm not. I don't care what you do with your life. I really don't. As long as it doesn't affect me, do whatever the fuck you want. Wear a shit hat, and I don't care. But,
well, that's where I think the left messes up. And I'm a leftist, but I've been thinking.
They're trying to censor people too much.
You know what it is? To be completely honest with you, I don't know if I've ever told you my theory on this before, right? But what it is
there's no free speech.
Do you remember back in the early 90s when church moms wanted to censor music and movies and shit because...
And it was led by, Inconvenient Truth.
No. It was Tipper Gore.
Tipper Gore.
But it was mostly conservative Midwestern, like, housewives. Who were trying to, like...
Tipper Gore hated Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, she did. But that has flipped. So in the 90s, it was college kids fighting that, like, censorship of beliefs and ideals that people might not have liked.
Yeah.
And now that's flipped, and now the college kids are the ones who are trying to censor
everybody.
And it's middle America that's like, hey, we just want to say whatever the fuck we want, right? So I think these things come in waves.
Yeah.
And eventually...
But there is no free speech anymore. You can't say what you want.
You can say what you...
But it will completely fucking ruthlessly kill you, and you'll be construed as a racist or a...
Well, that's part of free speech, though, right? So
it's consequences to your speech, yes.
So you have the freedom of speech, but you don't have the freedom of consequence.
But you really can't. There's really not much.
You may make a calculated decision not to speech your speech.
If it will ruin my life, is it really that free?
I mean, but it depends on where you say it, though. Because you could fucking say your free speech in fucking Alabama, and people are going to be like, cool, bro. You want some moonshine? But you say that...
Because everybody in Alabama has a jug with 3 X's on it.
But you say that shit in Connecticut, and the fucking cheese and wine heads are like...
You're getting crucified.
Yeah. But I don't know, man.
I don't even want to say I'm cisgendered. That bothers me.
I'm never saying that.
I will never say I'm cisgendered.
I will never refer to myself...
Because it's too close to sissy, and I ain't no sissy.
I'm just not referring to myself as, like,
cis-heteronormative,
whatever you want to call it.
It just...
At least I get to, like, dodge the white one, but you have to say you're a cis-het white male.
Yeah, and I'm not doing it.
I wouldn't do it either. That's fucked up. I'm just a dude. And if you have a problem with that, then, I'll go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
But,
there's
okay.
all these fucking children.
Dude.
Fucking college. I mean, it's always been the college assholes.
It's the bubble. It is
the bubble.
The same thing happened to me when I was in college. I had this, like, super SJW, like, kind of thought.
Social justice warrior, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Like, thought police?
Just that way of thinking, right, was, like, very prevalent in college, and it could kind of seep in. And then this is why I think that everything's going to work out okay. Because once everybody moves out into the real world, that shit is not, like, if you're obnoxious about that shit, people don't want to talk to you, and eventually you kind of mellow out.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
I think these kids will mellow out
unless they get campus jobs after.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some of them. The problem is we'll see how much... There's still going to be an effect, because even if they mellow out, right, eventually the people that aren't into that bullshit won't be around anymore. So it'll just be them. So they'll have mellowed out, but the people coming out from college will only mellow out to their level. So it is like a seeping effect, where eventually the coffee filter is black.
I think Patrice O'Neill said it perfectly. He's like, I should be allowed. Hate speech should be allowed. He's like, I should be able to say things like that. He goes, whatever happened to sticks and stones? He's like, whatever happened to that?
I agree.
Words will never hurt you.
I think people should be able to say whatever the fuck they want.
I just love it. It's just you should be able to say hate speech. It's like, you shouldn't be able to beat me up, is what he goes, but say it, I don't care. That's my methodology with it.
I think that people should say hateful things if they want to. I think that they should not cry freedom of speech when people tell them that they're assholes, though.
Yeah.
So if you say some shit that people don't like and they...
But it's become a fucking... With Antifa and stuff like that, you can't even say it.
What? That's
they'll
not
hit you
a
with
real...
they'll hit you with sticks.
Thing. When has that happened in real life? What person has Antifa hit with sticks?
Have you been watching the news?
Yeah, tell me which person.
Well, it's all those rallies. It was all the fucking rallies, Antifa versus the fucking alt-right.
Okay, so that's a different story. There you have a bunch of like neo-Nazi clan members who
Not
are
starting the fights though.
Okay,
that's the thing.
But if you're carrying, okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
this one
you shouldn't be allowed to hit anybody, no matter what their fucking beliefs are. They should be allowed to have their fucking beliefs. That's what this country is founded on.
So
correct?
are you anti-Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones punched Nazis.
I love me some
Indiana Jones punched Nazis. Okay? If these dudes... I agree, like Richard... Richard Spencer, right? He's a dickhead.
He's a dick, but he...
And sometimes he'll be standing giving interviews, and dudes will just run up and punch him. That's kind of fucked up. I still personally think that that's fine, because fuck that guy.
No, I don't think it's fine.
I think if you are walking... If you're marching down the street...
assault somebody.
Yeah, fine, whatever. If you're marching down the streets with tiki torches and you're yelling and screaming like racial epithets and you're like being very menacing, you should be prepared to have some blowback.
They have the same type of fucking anti-whatever rallies and nobody gets hit at them. That's the thing. It's completely one-sided.
Yeah, nobody gets hit at the anti-Nazi rallies, right?
I'm just...
Because we like anti-Nazis.
No, I hate Antifa because they're fascists themselves.
Okay, that's different than an anti-Nazi rally. Those people, whatever. I'm just saying, when Antifa is fighting Nazis, let them fuck each other up, man. I don't care.
I mean, weed each other out. I get it. Just drop a bomb on that entire fucking populace.
If you don't think Nazis should be punched, then you don't like Indiana Jones, and we can't be friends anymore. Yeah. I like how I stopped you completely.
Because I love me some Indiana. Yeah, because
everybody loves Indiana Jones.
Fucking Callista Flockhart.
All right.
Is that about it?
That's it.
Oh, we're over?
Yeah, we're over. We
go on for another 2 hours right now.
I really think that we went on some good jams. But yeah, this was I Like It Because You Hate It.
Yeah, and we'll see what other sexual harassment cases come up for next week.
There's going to be more.
There's going to be...
we'll see what conspiracy theories I dive into. When I take my ADHD medicine and go down a deep Google road, we will see what I learned about the deep state.
I have to apologize. Last week I looked it up. I said Ferris Bueller killed a guy. He didn't. But... I mean, Luke Skywalker. I said Luke Skywalker killed a guy. Luke Skywalker didn't kill anybody. Ferris Bueller did kill a guy.
So, you said Mark Hamill killed a guy. And I said
Mark Hamill didn't. No, but Ferris Bueller did kill a guy.
Okay.
In Ireland.
All right. Yeah, I think I heard that one. All right.
Oh, we didn't even get into Conor McGregor, too. So, we have stuff.
Yeah, we have stuff.
We have stuff for next week.
All right. So, please send us an email. We will eventually check it. I like it because you hate it at gmail.com with any questions, comments, or concerns. Check out our YouTube page. I Like It Because You Hate It on YouTube.
Like it, follow it.
Like it, follow it. Like our Facebook and YouTube pages, rate them, whatever. We know that it can be a pain in the ass to listen to a
YouTube,
an hour-long show on YouTube, and it would be much more convenient to
get it on iTunes.
Be on iTunes. We're working on that.
Working on it.
We're gonna look into different avenues, maybe Stitcher or something, or Spotify or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll look into it. It's just RSS can be costly.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out.
We're money limited. So if you are one of the people that listens to the show and you think it would be like better on iTunes, then buy us an RSS feed.
Yeah. If you're one of the 2 people that listens to our show.
Christmas is coming up. And your boys, we need some presents. But that's it. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.